So this is your boy Kenneth Braswell with 5 Flow, 5 minutes of motivation and not much more, coming to you live just before 2017 in rough cuts. And so typically I do this thing by myself, but I thought that this was a great occasion for us to kind of reflect a little bit on 2016 and then kind of talk a little bit about where we see this working, where we see some of these conversations taking place. I think I want to do more of this in 2017, where it's not just me talking about things that's going to motivate you, but it's also bringing together a trust of brothers that's going to share with you through a level of transparency to get you through the spaces that you need to get through. Earlier, we were having a conversation about relationships, because I think that this is the time of the year when people really struggle with relationships, and not just romantic relationships. I'm talking about relationships, period. And we typically take this time of the year to assess our relationships, whether it's with our jobs, with our bosses, with our wives, even with our children to a certain extent. And it's always the angst in moving into the next year, whether or not you're going to carry that baggage with you. What are some of the things that people can think about at this time of the year when it comes to any kind of relationships that you guys want to share about?
Well, I'll kick it off. I always look at relationships when it comes to the work that we're doing. And I have an assessment with relationships. It's either a reason, season, or a lifetime. And I literally take an assessment with those relationships that I've had for years. And what it does for me, say if it's a relationship that hasn't moved, it was just for that season, I really wouldn't transition that relationship as a priority into the next year. I just don't. Especially if it's a relationship where it may have caused me some pain. I definitely won't carry it into the next year. So I literally look to take an honest assessment of those relationships when it pertains to the work that we do. Personally, I rev it up even that much higher. I don't take those distractions into the next year. I said earlier, I assess around July, which is my birthday, and at the end of the year, right? So if I haven't heard from you for my birthday, or towards the end of the year,
or Christmas,
then you're really not in a circle. So I try not to get really rattled with if a person didn't call, they just don't occupy that space anymore.
Yeah, but we men, and we don't sometimes, you talked about not being able to let it go.
I'm getting ready to tell.
So how do you get past that?
And well, first let me say that I'm the opposite of you, because I hold on too long. It's not a thing where everybody knows and the person may not even know, but I hold on too long. And like I was saying to you, we also got to be concerned about our health, and stuff that's painful, stuff that hurts you, et cetera, can contribute to your blood pressure. And you holding on to stuff and they don't know, but your body knows. Your body is talking to you. So, one of the things that I've decided just from our getting together today, is like there's some stuff that's coming up. And what I got, 2 more days, 3 more days, and I'm going to cut loose. I'm not going to be as concerned about them, got to cut it loose, and embrace the new, embrace the new year, embrace what's going on. And I like that. Yeah, that spoke volumes to me today. I'm cutting some stuff loose, butcher knife, cut it, let it go. You're going to be down. What you smiling about? Look, man, I'm smiling all year about this. This is going to last me to 2018. So it's about cutting some things loose that we know we need to cut it loose.
But Chaz, do we care too much about what other people think?
Well, the thing is, we care so much to where our heart and our emotions get involved. But whereas I'm different from you two, I'm the type of person that if there is a problem, I'm going to attack it head on, because there was a reason that we got together. There was a reason that our paths crossed. And you want to see the value of that relationship. So if there is a problem and your emotions starts to rise and their emotions starts to rise, you can't just walk away. You got to try to value that relationship. So it's like, okay, let's be straight up, brother. Is there anything that I've done to you? Is there anything that I said that provoked you to be distanced away from me? If there is, hey, let's get this thing straight. You're getting it off of you. Then it's their turn to go ahead and say, okay, hey, this is what you did. Hey, this, I didn't appreciate this. You spoke to my wife this way. You spoke to my kids this way, or whatever the situation is. Okay, well, brother, hey, I apologize. Let's try to move on. You ready to go to eat? Dinner's on me. You know, so that's how, you know, you can't just hold on to it, let it bottle up, let it be emotional, then just let it go. Attack it head on, because you want to value that relationship to show that person, oh, he's real. So if he's real, hey, there's some things that I have inside that maybe I can explain to him, because I remember he came to me before when I had an issue with him, and we decided to get it resolved.
Now that works for the few.
Right.
But what about the many? Now see, where you and I, again, and we're talking about our differences, where you and I would differ is that mine is on a national level.
Oh.
So I'm dealing with countless numbers of people, and the thought of doing what you said for that many is not even comfortable for me. But doing that for the few makes a lot of sense. Well, and I'm with you on that, but
it's all in the presentation. The way you present that to them. There's different
to how
ways.
many?
To the many.
You saying do that to every lottie-dottie, everybody?
Well, like I said before, you know, if you've been in a relationship, you know how that relationship works. You know how that relationship operates, considering the amount of time that you spent together. So you would know how to approach that different person or those many people. You know, so if you did, then you know how to come against those many and to resolve the issues with the many.
So I'm going to use your cell phone and I'm going to use your email address to deal with all of those numbers, because I'm not using mine.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
But here's one thing that he said, and I'll use your word. You said the relationships that you value.
Value.
I'm with you on that.
Right.
I'm with you. I'll even attach, I will reach out. No problem. Because, you know, the pendulum swings both ways. But, bro, at the end of the day, you have people that just dump on you. And I just don't take those relationships serious. Yeah, I can counsel, you know, give wise counsel, mentor. But you also need somebody that you can now receive the same in return, because now you're overloaded.
Okay.
You know, so I'm looking at it at that perspective, because I'm a dad. You know, I don't need to be dads to grown men.
Which makes it that you're the aggressive one. You know when to cut it off.